understanding the history, understanding the how, the why the candle is used in magic, the magic science is the thing that can help you go to the next level, the thing that can help you manifest your desires, the thing that can help your magic be more powerful. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I am Aradia Arcanum, and I hope you're all doing well. This video is going to be another video in this installment of videos about Advanced Witchcraft. And if you saw the thumbnail, it is going to be about the magic science of the candle and how and why we work with the candle in magic. So if you are interested, just stick around. And first, I want to welcome you here. If this is your first time, please do consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be notified, because I do not have a set schedule currently. I may begin to have a schedule in the future, but for now, if you can hit the bell to be notified, I would appreciate it. And to all of you who are still here, thank you for still being here with me on this journey. So let's get into it. The candle, firstly, you have to understand the history of the candle and what it was all about and how and why it was used. This helps build the understanding of the magic of the candle. And first thing I want to say, if you go over to my website, and I'll put the link in the description, I do have free tutorials that you can take a look at to go into the history of the candle and different types of candles and how they are used. So don't forget to go check that out after you watch this video. So understanding the history is just as important as understanding what color, what size, what type of candle to use, at least in my opinion. And all of what I'm sharing with you is me giving you an understanding of how it has worked for me and how I use the candles, my personal gnosis. So the first component of the candle I want to talk about is the wax. Now, there are different types of waxes that we use. I'm not going to go into that. Again, you can go check on the tutorials out on my website. But just note that there are different types of waxes, and they do carry different energies. So understand what you are working with when you are choosing the candle that you are going to use in your working. In my experience, the wax is the thing that carries information. It is like you're typing on the computer, giving it the information that's needed. And like AI, you're feeding AI that information so that it has an informed understanding of what it is that you are needing to happen. So the energy that goes into this wax, meaning your intent, your words carry energy. So we are building the information that will go into this wax. The wax is the foundation. So you are building the foundation of what needs to be manifested. So this is why you see people maybe clap, or you see people kind of rubbing their hands together and, sending that charge of energy into the candle, because this is what is needed to inform the wax, right? Give it the wording, give it the intention, give it the information that will be held and stored in that candle for the magic to happen. So it is the most important part of the candle, because this is where the information is stored. The next component that I want to talk about is the wick. Now, the wick, in short, for me, is the thing that carries this information. So the wick is the line that is starting from the bottom and going all the way through this candle and out of the candle. So it is the wax, the information that is fed into the wax is going into this candle to send out that information. So not much, right? That's for me what the wick is. It represents. The flame, the fire, the other necessary component of the candle. When you think about fire, this is the thing that sets things in motion. It ignites, ignition. You think about things, right, being set in motion. The fire is the starter of the magic. So when you are lighting that candle, you are saying, so mote it be, it is so, and I set you in motion. So that sends things out into the ethers, carries that information from the wax that came up through the wick into the flame, out into the ethers, to send it to wherever it needs to go, whoever aided you in this magic, whether it's your spirits, ancestors, or guides, or your deities, but it carries the information to where it needs to go. So I kind of visualize it like when that magic, that flame is ignited, all of this information, these little bots are going out to their respective places where they need to go for this magic to be manifested. So that is, to me, what the flame represents at the time that I'm lighting it. So the next thing I want to talk about is the dressing of the candle. Now this isn't an optional thing, right? I don't always dress my candles. Sometimes I just use the candle with my intention into it, or I'll carve on the candle. But dressing the candle is that additional layer of information that is going into the wax. More information into the wax. So when you are layering your magic, is what I like to call it. Layering means the more things you are adding to this magic that will help aid in the intention to be manifest. So dressing the candle is something that a lot of people do to add further information. So say you're using 3 different types of botanicals, right? So each of those botanicals, you're going to speak its intention. You want to speak the intention for the attributes of that botanical that you want to call forth to aid you in the magic. So that's further information, right? That's going into the wax. So you do that for each of the things that you layer. You're speaking the intent, even if you're just using crystals. You're speaking the intent as you're holding that crystal that is going into the magic. So these layers, you are spending time with each of those layers and speaking the intent. So all of this information is being fed into the wax of the candle. And you want to think about this as energy. Everything you do, you want to think of it as energy flowing into the wax, for the wax to hold that and carry it as you ignite it through the wick and the flame. The last thing that I want to talk about is, and I think this is one of the most vital parts, besides, having the actual candle, is your energy. Now, I'm going to share with you an example, right? Then you tell me why energy is important. So you have your candle working done, and all of a sudden it's time to light it. You finish, you're ready to light the candle to set it in motion. So you have your candle here, you light it, so mote it be. Do you feel the energy? No. Do you feel like that's passionate? No. So you want to light this candle, so mote it be, right? You want to feel those emotions. And sometimes it's difficult for people to call forth a specific emotions or call forth any emotion for that matter. So this is why setting the tone is important. So the whole time while you're, because this is a process and this is a buildup of energy being fed into this candle. So this is why it's important to set the tone, because in my opinion, because if you're doing love magic, you want to light some incense for you that represents love, whether that's rose. For me, a lot of time it's frankincense is all of the above for me, but Bokor incense. You light that incense and it's feeding that information and it's making your energy vibe with this. So you begin to resonate with the energy that is necessary for you to push and charge the candle with. So I think this is so vital, because without the right energy coming from you, without the right energy coming from the caster of this magic, the success rate is very low. Because if you're lighting a candle with a not so great attitude, meaning you don't believe, you're just like, okay, I hope this works, it kind of sends the message like you're not really believing in the magic. So it's kind of like the magic is dull. You want to amp that magic up, like you got this. You want this to happen. You need this to happen. And you have the facial expressions if necessary, because I know I always do. But your energy is a vital part. And this is the thing that is not really done when you are in the beginning, because in the beginning you're just excited about doing magic and being witchy and doing witchcraft, right? You are happy about getting your candle, getting the herbs, getting the oils, gathering the supplies, and actually doing it. You're not, most do not think about the importance of knowing each layer that is going into it, knowing the history, not just knowing what day to do it on, what colors to use, what attributes to use. The history of the why is important, because it will further feed your energy that is going into it. And the more you understand, the more you know, the more this magic is able to work. Because again, like I said, it is your energy is kind of directing this magic, informing this magic, how powerful it is. So yeah, this is beyond the basics, because once you get beyond the basics, you are wanting to do your own spell working, creating your own magic, and not what you've read from the books, right? You want to be led by your intuition and say you want to use this candle and you want to use this herb blend and you want to create your own personal spell working. The best way for you to do that is know the history. When we're talking about candle magic, know the history of the candle. Know why you feel it's important for that candle to be used. Not just because you read it and they said use this candle. Know the importance, right? Even if you want to know the importance of the colors, why you even use that color, know the history of what that color represents. So again, know the history of the candle and why it's important to use. It is the thing that has illuminated the way for people in the darkness. It is the thing that has people put the candles in the windows to light the way for their loved ones to come home. People use candles to venerate their loved ones, to honor their ancestors. Candles are the thing that represents spirit. So there's so much to a candle versus you just saying, oh, I need this candle because this is what the spell calls for. Understanding all of these layers builds that magic, makes it more powerful, because you can, if you don't understand how something works, it is kind of difficult for you to see the way to where it needs to go and how it can manifest. So this is why it's important to know all these things, because it helps you see the path in which is going to, see all the puzzle pieces being put together. But if you don't know the whole of the picture, you don't even have all the pieces to the puzzle, right? So So that is the installment to one of these, a video that is to the installment of the Advanced Witchcraft. And yeah, candles can be advanced magic. And again, if you want to look at the videos on my website that I have posted, it's just some short tutorials that breaks down the candle magic, the different types and things like that. And it is more of a beginner tutorial, beginner tutorials that I have on my website. So if you want and you feel you are like still at the basics, go over and take a look, or just go take a look in general. But if you have any questions, let me know. This is the magic science of how and why the candle is used. So until the next video, give a thumbs up and subscribe. I love you all, and into the shadows.